Alrighty, guys, welcome to episode 6 of the Founders of Reka. I'm really excited to be able to have you guys here. Welcome to the second episode of Arc 2, The Missing. And if you guys were here last time, you know. And if you weren't here last time, you want to check it out before I say that sentence. It's the missing Frax arc. Frax is missing, the little boy, Gorbin and Gargraba's grandson, and the party's out going to adventure to go find them. But I want to be able to do a little bit of housekeeping stuff before we hop right into that. You might be noticing that this is a shorter video, closer to about 50 minutes. And why is that? Well, in case you didn't catch in the first episode, we said the first 5 episodes we're going to be having them be double length, double feature. We record these at about 2 hours at a time, and we're planning on splitting them into 2 parts each time. We record every other week, but we release weekly, so that's the only way it can really happen. And this is the beginning of that, but we are considering going to recording this more often. And if that does end up happening, we'll be able to release more and be able to have the episodes be longer, things of that nature. But as of right now, this is what we're doing. We're going to be doing this for the rest of this arc. So I hope you guys enjoy. It is a little bit shorter, but it makes it so on the back end we're able to do this and still have a little bit of a buffer, so that way we're able to release content every week. Which, speaking of, there was no content last week. And why was that? Well, somebody, the DM, am a proud cat midwife. My girlfriend's cat had a litter of 6 kittens, and there was multiple complications in the birthing process. And those of you that know me from my YouTube channel or know me personally know that I have a history in the medical field and things of that nature. So luckily, all the cats are fine. All the mama cat's fine. The kittens are fine. Everyone's doing great. Everyone's healthy. Everyone's gaining weight as they should. So everything's good there. But that took up like 2 hours of my time, which was the entire time I kind of had set aside for editing this episode. So it's coming out a week late. I am sorry about that. I'm going to try to keep that to a minimum, but I mean, hey, I got my cat midwife card in the back pocket now, so that is great. That is a great story. But I hope you guys enjoy this. We're going to be hopping right into it, and I just want to let you guys know, in case you didn't already know, the contest has finished when it comes to the character creation, bring them into Reka, but we are going to be doing other contests soon. So I want you guys to stick around. We're going to be announcing the next contest at the beginning of next week's episode. So stick around for that. You'll be able to hear about that, but I'm super excited. Let's just get right on into it and get with the party already. Say hello to bots.
Hello, bots.
Hello, bots.
Hi.
Howdy do, friendos.
All right, so quick kind of recap real quick. So last time you guys discovered that Frax seems to be missing. There's a lot of backstory with his family and why he's being raised by Gorbindin and Gargraba. You went searching, things like that, found this weird cave. It had some notes, had some details, things like that. I believe last time you guys understood what a trow is.
Oh.
I'm not sure. I'll be honest. I'm still trying to debate if that'll be the main villain or the main hero of this world.
The big bad is a trow.
Or it could be the big good and you're the evil ones. I don't know. Right? Trows are amazing. You could tell because I was crying as I made them on the spot.
It'll be like the Bee movie. We'll get mad at us for like stealing their milk, and then they'll try to sue us, and I don't know what I'm talking about. How dare you?
The Bee movie. I hate the Bee movie because it became a meme. Anyway, moving on, please.
Just kind of checking things. I'm gonna try to get our backup bot back because it left.
No.
Why have you left us, Geark?
Once again, this is a bot discussing channel. Hope you guys are enjoying the podcast about these bots.
We all love bots. That's just our number one favorite thing.
It's amazing.
I like bots. Ceto's pretty cute. I like Ceto.
Ceto's an AI, not really a bot.
You're right.
So, there is a Ceto bot in 20SA. It just does nothing.
Oh.
Doesn't he answer?
Why is this actually a bot discussing podcast? What's happening? Okay. To catch you guys back up, though, you went into this cave. There were some things at the beginning, like I think it was like hay, apples, a small little like forge, blacksmith kind of thing or something like that. Go inside a little bit more. There's some papers. Nexoria happened to stumble through and found the back wall was like an illusion, and Silus was finding it at about the same time. You guys wander in this room, and you found a little Faerie Dragon that just looks at you and goes, well, this is awkward. And that is kind of where we are at. So you guys just walked in this cave. It's basically just it's a little cave. It's like, imagine almost a roundish room. There's the fake wall behind you, and there's just this Faerie Dragon that was kind of like, it's cornered a little bit. What is it that you guys want to do?
Hail! Hail and well met, friend.
Hail.
What's up?
You guys are
I have so many questions.
Okay, we'll get to you, and the other three of you are very, very chill. We should hang out later. Yeah, quite. And he just looks right back at Paprika, Nexoria, and Peony, and just like kind of staring at you, like I expected anger. Yeah, you. What question?
Yeah. First of all, what? Secondly, why? Thirdly, where's the kid?
Okay. Question 3 was the only full question. What is what?
What are you?
Faerie Dragon. What's up?
Okay. Why are you here?
That one, and it points at Paprika, saw me, and I took off back here.
What are you doing here?
Well, judging by the fact that I was behind a fake wall, hiding?
Why would
Okay,
you?
why would you feel the need to hide? Did you do something wrong?
No, not at all. No, I don't.
I don't believe you at all. Come on, fess up.
Can I roll insight?
Insight? Yeah, go for it.
Thank you.
Tell me what things you're kind of looking for, but
I'm just trying to see, like, because he's being like really. He's kind of dodging the questions. And so when he said no, I did nothing wrong. I wanted to know if he was like looking around, kind of doing the I'm lying eyes, you know.
He could not look more guilty. You don't even need to roll for that. He could not look more guilty.
Wonderful.
Dragon's a bad liar.
No, he might as well, like, if there was like a duo in this situation, this is the equivalent of someone else holding up a sign saying he's lying. Like, if this was like a movie with subtitles on, it would be like, no, I did nothing wrong. Brackets, lying.
Silus is just gonna like get on eye level with him and just be like, okay, question 3. Where is the boy?
Where is a loose term. Like,
It really isn't.
Well, if you think about it, like, he's on this plane, probably. I know that.
What about why is the boy?
You know what? That is a very detailed question. So,
Oh my
what?
God.
Wait, hold on. Are you being stupid? Never mind. Don't want to talk.
I'll do you one better. Why is Gamora? Sorry. I knew that was the joke you were making. Okay. Cut the crap. Am I allowed to say crap? I know that you don't curse on this
Yes.
podcast. Okay.
You've
That's-
cussed before.
I know I have, but I'm trying to be more. I know, but I'm trying to be more aware of it. Okay. Now that you've had to spend like another 9 hours editing, I feel bad.
Yeah, it's
Anyways, cut the poop.
I'm such a child.
fine. Peony, the hardened rogue, stands over this tiny little fairy dragon and yells, "Cut the poop, okay?"
I'm not supposed to curse on this podcast. What am I supposed to say? Anyways,
No,
Jeez.
somebody,
he's right.
Jeez.
somebody doesn't. I think we
Stop. Silus is right. It's not a detailed question. Where is he? Do you have any idea where he is? Even if you don't know exactly where he is, if you can give us an idea of where this kid is.
more
we will
specific
appreciate it.
than on this plane of existence, though.
Yeah, no, maybe a little more than that.
All right. Let's tell a quick story, I think is the best idea right now.
I
I'm
love
kind of in a hurry.
Shush. Now I'm interested.
Nexoria sits down.
let's just be
down,
honest right here.
listen.
I'm kind of cornered,
Mm-hmm.
right? Kind of don't have a lot of options. I'm willing to help you guys out if you promise to help me out.
Okay. What's your deal? Name your price.
I need confirmation you will help before we can really talk about it.
You're not really in a position to ask for these things now.
I don't want to make a demand. I promise. I can kind of understand if you got past the scarecrows that
I'm pointing my gun at him.
Jesus!
I forgot. You had a gun. Oh my word!
The Faerie
wow.
Dragon looks up and it's kind of like, I know I'm being a little off.
You're being more than a little off.
There's forces at play. I don't have much of a choice.
I turned to Silus.
You help me, I help you.
Inside check.
Yeah, go for it. Roll for insight.
I was gonna say that when she pulled out the gun, Peony turned to Silus and is just like, "Wow, I didn't know that Paprika had it in her."
Cops packing heat!
What'd you get?
21.
Okay, so that's a big fail. No, he's desperate for help in this situation, and he is doing his best to communicate right now. He is terrified of a gun in his face.
Yeah, put the gun away. We don't need that. It's fine. He's tiny.
Yeah, he is a tiny dragon. I
like that we're dragons talking to a feral dragon.
I don't know everything, but I can't say what I know without guarantee of help.
I shall lend you my aid, fair tiny dragon.
Next, no, don't.
If
she puts her hand on Paprika's shoulder and leans in. Paprika, if he knows the whereabouts of our friend Frax, I'm willing to do anything to get our friend back.
What about if he asked you to murder me?
Then I would turn around and murder him instead.
And that's not anything now, is it?
Oh my god.
Stopped.
Oh boy.
This little boy's dead. He's dead? He's already dead.
is that actually Peony saying that out loud?
Yeah.
I can guarantee he's not.
Well, that's good. I'm glad he's not dead.
Can say that.
Why do you... Okay. Where did you take the boy?
You help me. I can
Well,
try to help.
I don't negotiate with kidnappers.
Look.
I have a simple question for you, friend.
Yes, please.
Did you kidnap the boy? And may I roll insight to see if he did or not? To see if he's lying.
Okay.
Yeah, that ain't gonna cut it. That's a 5.
What'd you get?
That's a 5.
5.
Can I roll insight? Because I'm in the same place.
Yeah.
Yeah, you may.
How about we
Anyone who wants to can.
I'll roll it too, yeah.
It's a 16.
Okay. He is being completely honest in this interaction. He's kind of saying, kidnap? No, not at all. Lead him here? Yes.
So he's in this cave.
Was.
What do you mean by was?
Was is the past tense. So that implies that at one point he did exist in this place. Currently, though, not anymore. And then in next week's grammar school lesson, we'll cover the future tense.
Silus
Dragon
wants to laugh.
What was that? Silus what? Laughs?
Most wants to laugh.
Okay.
He's I know we're supposed to be super serious, but goddamn.
It's a good joke.
I don't want to be in the big picture with this. I want out, but I need help.
Oh, I feel like this is some... We're going on a quest, guys! This is the adventure's beginning. Something's up.
Silus just kind of sighs and goes, all right, if we give you 3 minutes to explain yourself, could that cut it? Could we give you 3 minutes?
If you don't help me, I'm getting out of here.
He sighs and looks at Paprika. He is quite literally our only lead.
I wasn't gonna shoot him. God. Who do you think I am?
A murderer.
What?
He says that.
Well, okay, the only thing he knows about you is that you stuck a gun in his face. You can't blame him for thinking that.
No,
I'm on
talking
her
to
side.
Silus.
I am on her side.
I'm just saying, very clear.
Look, let me
Neither am I, but
break this down. I am forced to help what's going on.
There's some kind of big bad. I can feel it.
And there was...
Is that a fourth wall breaking?
Maybe. I don't know. There was a kind of requirement that bound me to service. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, okay. If you will help. Yes?
We need more information.
I feel like this isn't Peony, this is just Shay talking. I feel like this is like, you know in Taz how there's like the static, you know?
Yeah.
They can't say, it's like, I feel like this is like that, you know? There's some reason he can't tell us things.
He's actually about to break it down as to why he can't, so that was a very good call.
Okay.
If I tell you what I need, either help happens or problem happens.
all right.
Problem, friend.
If I tell you that, help happens or problem happens.
Okay, look.
Is there someone who's gonna like come in here and kill you if you tell us what happens? Sorry, if you tell us what is... You're confusing me.
That's too close to safely say.
Oh,
So I'm gonna take that as a yes.
Take it.
I'm gonna take that as a yeah. Okay. Are there some people in this cave?
Wait. Are we speaking Draconic to this dragon?
It is Draconic, but I'm just allowing everyone to understand.
Okay.
Also, then Paprika just sort of comes to the front and just like, all right, charades.
Yeah. That's a good idea.
Okay, you know what? I will 100% allow that, and inspiration for you.
Yeah.
That is such a good idea for this audio-only podcast.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm like, okay, I'm just so interested.
Describe your charades in immense detail.
All right.
Yeah.
So
the Faerie Dragon kind of goes like, he's not trying to get the sentence out because he'll explain this. If the words are said, it starts.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
But
Oh god,
he
we're
like
in some deep
goes to like the ground and kind of like makes a circle and a star upside down in the circle, points to self, does like a talk motion with his hands in front of his mouth, and then he does
There are
like
demons?
hang on, he's still going. He puts like his thumb across his neck, going across a few times, and then he's like puts up 2 fingers.
Some 2 demons are gonna kill you.
Don't say it out loud.
Can you?
Oh, I'm sorry!
He's shaking his head no. He's shaking his head no.
Okay.
And he's like, that part? Option 1.
Okay.
Part 2, he points to all of you and does like an open hand kind of like across his arm. Like a cutting motion across his arm. Points to himself. Hand in front of mouth, talking, shakes head yes. And then like that, as if where that drawing he made earlier was, he like erases it. Kind of.
Okay. Silus just kind of thinks he gets it, but B to somebody, is this like he has a pact and the moment he initiates the terms of it or something? Like the demon circle means something.
That's about it, kind of.
Okay, so like we need to help him or else he needs to serve the terms of this pact.
You're getting it.
Okay.
I feel like I shouldn't have given you the confidence as the player in this moment, but I'm okay with it.
Okay. So Silus is just gonna like nod slowly, then just kind of like do the sign of, oh god, I don't know charades that well. I'm bad at charades.
I mean, it could be anything that he would understand.
Yeah, I think that's in character there. There's a moment where he's about to say something, and he's like, but just kind of stands there unsure of himself. But,
Silus is canonically bad at charades now.
yep.
I'll allow it. Yeah, that sounds great.
He's just sweating a bit, looks over to Paprika. Are you better at charades than me? I'm not good at this.
I'm
an academic.
His only weakness, charades.
Charades.
Do you think you all can help with problem?
I can help.
Yes.
I kind of feel like we don't have any other options.
Gun girl?
My name is Paprika. What do you want?
I might take all of you.
Okay. Yeah, I mean...
I would never go anywhere without my loyal sidekick and companion.
Oh, I'd like need another moment. Oh, I always forget about that fact. Nexoria thinks of Paprika as her sidekick.
Peony is trying so hard not to laugh.
I'm willing to roll a wisdom save to see if I bust out laughing.
Do it. I'll do the same thing.
Paprika is Nexoria's sidekick. The Robin to her Batman.
I rolled an 19.
Silus and Peony are the two standbyers that she has to rescue sometimes.
She's just rubbing her temples while her eyes are just closed and her ears are just flopped.
Oh, wait, B, what did you get?
19. I can retain it.
You're like, I'm laughing in my head. I got a 15. Like,
yeah, I'd say that's like a little bit of like a chuckle a little bit.
Yeah.
So you guys ready?
Of course.
Yes.
Well,
Sure.
it's simple when I say it, but hi guys, I'm Indy, and it's time for blood. I hate that.
What?
And
What?
at that moment, you see underneath of him just a circle of red appear. It's not like liquid, it's not blood, it's like an illusion of just a red circle kind of comes under him.
Okay.
And then one appears in front of the four of you. None of you are in the circle or anything like that.
I take a step back. I don't want to be in that circle.
Don't, it won't hurt you, but I will never be able to leave unless, well, I guess I can say it now. I ended up in this position because someone trapped me, and then a spell was put on me to make me obedient to whoever makes the biggest sacrifice for me. And then he purposefully just spilt some of his blood, and then I was bound to him. So if you guys make any sacrifice, it doesn't have to be blood. I will be free from him and we're gonna be pals.
Oh,
I promise
shit.
I'm cool. We can like play darts later. I don't know.
Oh god, it's a creepypasta game.
Huh?
It's one of those creepypasta game challenges. Damn it.
So, anything that you think is worth, like this other like he bled for this. So whatever you think is worth more, once you get past that threshold, whatever it is, the circles will disappear, and I'm related to you guys basically.
I'm just like,
And all four of you can participate. Like it doesn't have to just be from one of you.
Okay,
Yeah.
so this could be a communal sacrifice.
yeah.
Exactly. And it could be physical. It could be inanimate. I've heard it can anything. You can whatever.
Okay, I take like a deep sigh, and I just start emptying my pockets of like all the shit I've stolen. Sorry, I said I wasn't gonna curse. I'm so bad at it.
I like that earlier you said poop instead of crap, and then you just.
I know. I'm sorry.
Like, the dichotomy of this is beautiful.
I'm sorry. I'm very bad at not
it's fine.
cursing.
It's fine.
I just start emptying my pockets of like everything that I've stolen. A tear runs down my cheek. Will that be enough?
DM asking questions. What kind of stuff is this?
All the stuff. Remember earlier how there was that little like blacksmith place that we passed?
Took all the tools and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
and I stole a whole bunch of tools. It's that, and then just like some gold that I had in my pockets.
Okay.
Maybe like a necklace.
It all hits the deck in that little circle. I'm gonna... Actually, this will be an interesting little mechanic I'm coming up with kind of on the spot of this. Not quite enough, but it's getting close.
Oh, come on!
The circle is glowing a faint red around it to show that it's like, accept this, but it's not quite enough.
Well, I'm not giving up anymore.
Okay, I have like regular clothing besides my scholar's robes, right?
I mean, everyone, I think, does, yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna... Oof, man.
Okay,
The
when
silence
Peony hears him say "my clothing," she just starts like blushing and like looks away.
Well, what he does is he grabs like from his backpack an extra set of robes.
And then she's just like, "Oh, never mind."
This is like the only thing I have left of my old cloister, my own old library. This is the only memento of my past life, and there you go. And he just...
You put it in?
Aww.
Yep.
It's a little brighter, but not yet.
Nexoria looks at her sword.
Oh!
She doesn't know what to do.
Hey,
You could
can you just roll for me right now, Livy?
Sure.
A D20?
Alright.
Just roll.
That's a 3. Am I adding anything to it?
Nope. Actually, you were subtracting, and this is hilarious. Did you say... Were you just looking at your sword in that moment?
Mm-hmm.
At that moment, all of you just hear... I'm gonna be honest, I sure hope you're not putting me in that.
Excuse me?
What?
Oh,
You better not be doing... No.
it's-
We've been together way too long. You picked me up in that paddle.
Oh
no,
my
I'm
God,
not going in there.
What's the name of this?
Beacon.
Beacon. It's Beacon.
I have no idea what that is.
Doc Nerton.
Dr. Newton.
I just imagine that Silus and Peony have a gap moment. It starts talking like...
Yeah, we're both just like, what?
You are not... No.
You can speak.
Oh my God.
Oh,
That's it.
No, I
We've all
mean,
gone insane.
sword sound.
Jinkies, Batman. I think we
Oh my
got
God!
ourselves in another pickle.
You're a very bad sword if you think that shing is a sword noise.
It was the trowel milk. And we're all going insane.
It was not. It was not the. Okay.
She like
she's gonna
slowly
sort of-
turns to the rest of you. You can hear the sword as well, correct?
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
insane?
Uh-huh.
She's gonna take a second and sort of like look over, at and like kind of like rustle.
By the way, the Faerie Dragon right now is just looking at this sword like, who on earth did I ask to help me?
She's just gonna
Do
like
you
look
have a
around
name?
in her
Sword?
bag, and then like after a while of looking in there, she'll just pick up a indeterminate device that's like you have a little bit of a hard time figuring out what it looks like, but it's just sort of like a button,
Okay.
and it basically just sort of like points over, like presses it, and she's gonna cast detect magic on the sword.
Can you describe to me what detect magic does?
It tells
It detects
you,
magic.
detects the magic as a like a bluish, glowing aura, and I believe it can also tell you what kind of magic it is.
I think you might be right on that. If we're wrong, well, you get it anyway today.
Detect magic.
All right. So, I mean, obvious. If you couldn't tell, obviously it's going to be glowing blue. I feel like just because it's kind of related to like this guy's life is kind of connected with this. So you're getting both like necromancy from it, but also transmutation.
Oh my god. So there's just like a dude in her sword.
Somebody turned you into a sword.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the circle. No, I'm really sorry about that. I thought you were talking about the circle on the ground.
No,
No,
there's
What is
sword is probably.
what's up with my sword?
yeah, what's up with the sword? We're asking about the sword.
This is the most important thing we've ever done.
Yeah.
This is the most important thing. You know what? I think the same thing stands. Yeah.
Okay, so there's a dude
Turned
dude
into
who's
a sword.
been
Excuse me, sword. Do you have a name? Am I supposed to call you something?
This. I'm gonna just, for the sake of the podcast, just. It's silent right now.
Gee, boss, can I take a second and hold it?
Nexoria just like without even blinking, just silently holds the sword over to Paprika.
All right, so she sort of takes it. She's gonna like put on like a glove and then just sort of like start like feeling sort of around it. She's just gonna ritual cast identify.
I will say, as you were like, you're like poking around it a little bit, it does sneeze.
so weird.
So, can you tell me what identify does? I wish
You choose one object the enemy is touched throughout the casting of the spell. If it is a magic item or some other magic imbued object, you learn its properties and how to use them, whether it acquires attunement to use, and how many charges it has, if any. You learn whether any spells are affecting the item and what they are. If the item was created by a spell, you learn which spell created it.
There's no spell related to this. It doesn't have charges or anything like that. It does seem like it isn't at its full capacity.
Could that maybe be because it is the most bent and damaged sword?
You haven't even seen my final form.
No, it's as if like you can, Paprika, as you're kind of like identifying this, it's like there's a voice in it. I guess is the best way to say it. Like there's a voice inside of it, but it's not as if it's.
Is it possessed?
The voice wasn't put into the sword. The sword was as if it was forged with a voice.
It's just a talking sword.
Yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't feel like it's complete. Okay. Is the best way I can kind of describe it.
It's an unfinished talking sword.
It's a broken talking sword.
It's a broken talking sword that was in a puddle.
Properties and how to use
Alrighty.
it.
Okay.
How to use it? You swing it, and it sometimes hits stuff.
Does it go like ouch?
I mean, I'm gonna assume you're not using it as a hit.
Ouch?
Is it a sword that screams when you hit things with it?
I'm gonna go with no because it's been used to stab things before and it was fine with it.
She's gonna very
that's such a funny concept.
Sort of pick it up after identifying it, and just sort of very slowly sort of lean it over to the glowy.
No. You can't give that. I need that now. Please.
Oh, okay. Fine, take it.
She like holds the sword by the hilt and like puts her hands around it like you would if you were throttling someone, and just shakes it going, "Tell me your secrets! Why haven't you talked before? I've been so lonely."
I'm right here.
Oh.
Before I met you.
It's staying quiet.
The 2 years I spent by myself, bursting into a castle every day, holding the sword aloft, screaming, "Hello, my name is Nexoria. It's time for my destiny." All that stuff, and now it wants to be useful, and now it's being stupid.
I'm
Silus
not
is gonna,
stupid. I mean,
Silus?
sword.
Silas is gonna look over at Peony and Paprika. Is Nexoria having a breakup with her sword right now? Is that the situation I'm getting?
I think I'm having a breakup with my brain. I'm in Crazy Town.
Right, the sacrifice. Oh my god, I almost forgot about that.
This is, there's no point. There's no point. There's no point in trying to hide this.
There's no point because I bent your point.
I've been wanting to talk, but
For 2 years?
I can only be as loud as there is as much magic. And the weave
I've
here
wanted
is...
to talk for 2 years, but I've had a crush on you, and I was nervous.
I want to stick with what I had in mind, but if that happens in the future, I don't know where it came from. That's all I'm saying.
I'm sorry. It was too funny to not say.
That was really good. I speak through the weave, and out in silver, like, it just wasn't enough. So I wasn't able to be heard.
You need more magic?
Yeah, and we're here, and I can kind of speak here, but you've been having a lot of fun, and I thought I would freak you out, so I was just gonna stay quiet.
Oh, why do I like her?
And then you were gonna put me into a stinking thing that was like gonna destroy me, and I was like, "Nope, time to talk."
Well, it said it required a sacrifice, and there's nothing greater in my life than this sword. Or do you have a name?
The sword is now sobbing. You don't understand how, but there is like a single tear being produced.
What the fuck?
Nexoria holds the sword in a way so that he can hug it.
I'm just gonna say, take 1 damage.
She's trying her best.
Paprika's literally just gonna walk out.
I'm gonna just say, like, take 1 damage, Nexoria.
Alright, I did.
And you know what?
Is my sword okay?
Like, you're gonna bleed a little bit from that, probably.
Okay, cool.
And you're around a magic portal that was summoned with the word blood. So you just see that little bit of...
Convenient.
So Nexoria and her destiny acts up again.
Wait, okay. Hold on. The problem is, isn't the sword like old and rusty?
No, it's just bent.
Oh,
yeah,
it's just bent.
I mean, okay. Did you clean your sword? Did you clean your sword before you, like, since you've fought some of the wolves?
Of course.
Okay, good.
Excuse me, Paprika, but me and my sword are having a heart-to-heart moment.
You just see like a little trace of Nexoria's blood, by the way, like from the sword, just kind of like it's like going down the sword, and then just like it kind of like turns and shoots toward that like red circle, and the one around Indy, like slowly, like the glow fades, and it just becomes a plain red circle on the floor until that also fades and it's gone, and then everything that was in that first red circle is just turned to like ash.
Did we literally just need a tiny drop of blood?
I gave up all my stuff!
No, it wasn't just a tiny drop. Like, behind the scenes moment, it wasn't just a tiny drop of blood. It was like, literally, I've been like deciding, like, how much is that worth? How much is this worth? You guys were very close.
Mm.
Originally, it was going to be, if you guys decided to go with just blood, it was going to be a decent amount from each of you.
Oh.
So,
we all just pass out, and then we can't continue with the adventure.
Well, like, and then you all take a nap. Frax is dead. Okay, guys, moving on to the next arc.
Oh no.
No. So, yeah. So, at that moment, he's kind of like the Faerie Dragon. Indy is just like, okay. What I know, it's not a ton. But I didn't like force Frax or convince Frax to like come here. We saw the opportunity and talked to him, and he said he wanted to go through with something. I say he talked to us. He talked to my boss, who sent me to guide him back here because I can turn invisible. It's like really easy. He just had to hold my tail, and I just led him this way.
Did Frax play the game?
Huh?
I was asking if Frax played the game.
Oh,
the thing
like
you were doing.
the pack game. No.
Yeah.
No. If I say my boss's name, the pack is gonna start again. My old boss.
Can you
So-
spell it?
Yeah. Could you describe to us your boss? Like, what does your boss look like? Don't give us his
Oh.
name, but can you describe what he looks like?
Spell it.
Does he have a pseudonym?
He
Does he have a nickname?
he's a lizard folk.
Ah.
He like reptilian, stands on two legs most of the time, and
So kind
He
of like
has-
Silus and I, but more lizardy and less dragony.
exactly. And he has most lizard folks have green scales. His are red.
Okay, so he'll be easy to spot if we see him.
Yeah, I can't probably give another ounce of info though,
Okay.
because then it's
That might be
very
enough.
clear who it is, and
Red
I-
dragon folk. Okay.
yeah, that should be plenty, I think.
Or lizard folk, sorry.
Do I know
Yes.
anything about this? Is this like a local legend or anything?
You
Because like I've been studying the local legends and stuff with the kids.
It is nothing to do with local legend.
Okay, so he's just a dude.
Uh-huh.
Cool.
I don't know his name, but we have to call him something other than that guy. So I'll call him
Timothy?
Kermit.
Who are you talking about?
The lizard folk.
The lizard folk.
The lizard
guy.
folk? Okay.
Kermit.
All right.
Kermit the Lizard. That sounds wrong.
So Kermit the lizard. So everything that I know though is Frax approached us, and it was a few lizard folk. I brought him back here, and then I was told to go back and check and see if he left his book, because we didn't that big book. It was about magic. To see if he left that, because we needed it, and we didn't want him to know that we needed it. So I went back to go double check without asking if he brought it or not. And that's when Paprika saw me, and I took off back here and tried to hide, and they were gone when I came back. They're trying to do something that it's some kind of experiment that he wants to do, but
Wait, that Vrax wants to do?
yeah, I don't know if he knows the details of it, but
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh,
no!
I just know that he wants to
I-
do this, and he's looking forward to
Can
it.
Silas vocalize? Can Silas vocalize his educated guess?
But yeah, sure.
Somebody? Okay. Okay, well, here's the thing. Part of the reason Frax has been reading books about magic is because he's always wanted to have magic.
Mm.
So, if this is an experiment and he's excited about it and they need the book about magic, it
they're
doesn't paint a
probably-
good picture.
Oh no! Oh no! We need to save this boy.
Especially considering we've just had to deal with infernal blood sacrifices.
Oh, this is real bad. Okay. Indy? Is that what you said your name was?
Yeah.
Okay, do you know... We don't have a ton of time. Do you know anything about where Frax might be?
I don't know where. I do know that they said that they wanted to do the experiment late at night. It was something about it's like when the new moon is up.
Oh no.
So that is tonight, but it's also tonight. Like there is a little bit of time. I know that much.
What time is it right now?
To give you an idea, it's like a little bit after dinner.
Okay.
So you have like a few hours. For cinematic purposes, let's say it's at midnight. And it's like around like 6:30 ish.
666.
But so that's all I really know. You guys are all part of that Goblin Village, Reka, right?
Yeah.
Like you all live there. You know how. Okay,
Not originally, but we are now.
I'm going to get out of here really quick. And I'm bound to you guys now. I have to listen to you guys. So just, here's my idea. You tell me to do it, it'll happen, okay? I can fly around, try to get an aerial view and find them, and then meet you back in Reka.
That could work.
That'll give us enough time to fill in the other about what's going on.
Tell me to do it, and I'll go.
So let it be written, so let it be done. You got it.
Turns invisible, and you feel a gust of wind go past you toward that, like, back wall, and he is on a mission that he cannot refuse. You guys are in this room, and has the phase wall in the back. It's empty now. The red circles have completely disappeared. What do you guys want to do?
Silus wants to find a place to sit, because he needs a second.
Like Paprika's just gonna like look over to Silus and just be like, remind me to inform the town about informed consent, because I feel like a lot of these problems would be not problems if they knew things more.
I'll remind you. I can't help but feel that I'm somewhat responsible. I told him that, people have learned magic in the past through, like, wizardry and stuff like that, and I told him if he believed in himself, he could do it. And granted, didn't suspect him to chase after an infernal contract. Just throwing that one out there, but,
I mean, he could become a very well-esteemed warlock. I know that that's not the best thing that could happen, but there's always a bright side.
I guess. Or they could hurt him badly, and I don't want that to happen.
lunar cycles usually deal with lycanthropy as well. I mean, that's more full moon, but I don't know.
I don't know if that's very related.
No,
A goblin werewolf.
I just know a bunch of useless stuff. All right,
It's
all
not,
I know
it's not useless.
There's full moon, and there's full moons, blue moons, red moons, blood moons, new moons,
Pink moon.
and eclipses. Those are
Pink Moon is a good song.
Well, point being, if anyone knows what happens on the new moon, it's the people back in town. So while Indy's dealing with finding them, we should at least Corbindin and Gargraba deserve to know.
I agree.
So are you guys going back to that phase wall?
Yeah.
Actually, before we do, I'm going to make a perception, because he seemed real antsy in this place, and I just want to make sure before we leave, nothing else hiding.
Okay, yeah, give me a perception check.
17?
Everything seems to be pretty normal. He was most like, you kind of get the idea maybe of like, he's just antsy because it was like, if you guys didn't answer, he did say he would die once that started. So if you guys decided to quit in the middle of it, he would have killed him. That's why he was scared and antsy.
Oh no.
So yeah, so do you guys like want to go back like out through the cave and just start heading back?
Okay.
Yeah.
Once you go through that phase wall, that like room that had like all the notes, the desk, chairs, everything like that, it is now empty. You're on this like flat piece of stone, things like that. You look in the there's like a few spots in the room where there's cracks in the ground and things like that. And in the center, there's a little like, there's a square of stone that is like a different color than the rest of the stone. Maybe it's like granite or something like that, or andesite in this like regular stone room. And inside of that is a decorative like little like diamond shape. Hey guys, thank you so much for staying tuned for all that. Now, it might seem a little bit odd with how it ends and things like that, where it's kind of like introducing this room and it just drops, but that's what we're going to be getting into next week. The way this is going to kind of work is every pairing of episodes 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, but it won't be perfectly like that every time. Think of it as splits between chapters, not splits between paragraphs, not chapters. But I'm really, really excited about this. It's a really good story, I feel. I feel like we're having a good time with this, and I feel like the party's interacting well. Tell me what you guys think of Sword, though, down in the comments. This is recorded, probably, if I remember correctly, this was recorded a few months ago, and I am personally just getting to drawing Sword right now. I'm really excited. I don't know if we're going to have the art ready for when this is released, but I am super, super excited for having Sword as a character, things like that. That's something the moment that Olivia told me that she wanted to have Nexoria have this like bent blade because it just fit her character, that she found this like cheapo sword. I'm like, I gotta make this thing sentient. So I'm glad they were all able to roll with the punches on that one and not just throw it in anyway. But that would have been an interesting little story right there. What would the world look like if Nexoria just went, no, toss it in? But it was I thought it was really special and really funny. I hope you guys enjoy Sword. And no, this was so much fun. So I hope you guys are able to come back here next week and be able to enjoy it. Remember, we're both on all podcast platforms like Spotify, iTunes, and any other thing you enjoy. But we're also on YouTube if you need a visual assistant. YouTube is great. We have different sections of the screen light up depending on who is communicating at that moment, just to make it so I personally have some hearing issues. So that makes it easier for me to follow along with the podcast, and I hope it's able to for you as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed. And if you guys catch us back here next week, you'll get to enjoy Founders of Reka. Episode 7, The Diamond Puzzle Room.